We're at Rucker Park in Harlem, one of the most famous basketball street courts in the country. They came together to honor young players gunned down far too young. Our Richard Giacobis is live there with the very latest. Richard.
Briella, these families are doing everything they can to stop gun violence. They're pretty desperate about it, too. For the families who do gather here today, this basketball court and the people who are on it, they lost members of gun violence, former high school basketball players, some of them nearly 3 years ago, proving a prolonged problem they need to stop. On one of the most famous street ball courts in the city, 2 years later, Eve Hendricks still looks for her son, Brandon.
I'm looking for him on the basketball courts. I'm looking for him, and he's not there, and it's just hurtful. I wear him around my neck. Sam right here is inside this, and it's real.
17-year-old Brandon Hendricks was a standout basketball player who was destined for St. John's University in the fall of 2020. Hendricks was an innocent bystander at a Morris Heights birthday barbecue on June 28th of that year when he was fatally shot in the neck.
This is his legacy, to talk about him, to make sure that his memory will never, ever die.
Eve joined dozens of other fathers and mothers of basketball hopefuls who stood together today in honor of their children who lost their lives to guns. Lives they barely got to live.
Too many kids right now are getting obituaries before they're getting high school diplomas.
Cardozo High School coach Ron Niclario organized today's event. Coach Niclario was a coach for Amir Griffin, an innocent 14-year-old teen who was shot and killed in the Baisley Park houses in South Jamaica in 2019. Niclario has seen one too many of his all-stars die unnecessarily in what he says has become an unsafe city.
Maybe I could do something for an hour, for a minute, for a second, that will give them a feeling of joy, or take away that gut punch to the stomach, or that lightning bolt hit to the head. I think I have.
Something needs to be done about these guns that have taken so much talent from the court. So many of our youth from this city.
Killing our kids is like a business, and I don't see any changes. Promises are made, but I don't see the changes, and as a mother, it just kills us.
So sad when you talk to every mother and father here. Mayor Eric Adams just arrived here a little while ago, also promising an end to taking these illegal guns off the streets of New York City. Meanwhile, there'll be more games here tonight, and for every parent who watches, who's on the court, they'll think about that their child could have been playing here too. We're live tonight at Rucker Park in Harlem. Richard Giacobis, Fox 5 News, Briella.
Thank you so much for that touching story, Richard.